TV soap news and spoilers say that the sun dipped low over the sprawling cityscape, casting long shadows through the towering glass windows of Ted Harrington's opulent office. The air was thick with tension, a storm brewing not in the sky but within the walls of this high-stakes corporate empire. Beyond the gates, the gripping daytime drama that has held audiences captive for seasons has once again thrown its viewers into a whirlwind of suspicion, betrayal, and heart-stopping revelations. At the center of this latest maelstrom stands Nicole Dupree, a woman whose quiet strength and unrelenting pursuit of truth have made her a force to be reckoned with. In her hand, she clutches an envelope, a seemingly innocuous object that could detonate the fragile bonds of family and trust. The question on every viewer's mind is this: did Nicole shock Ted with a new DNA test about Eva, the young woman known to all as Ted and Leslie's daughter? Let's dive into the tangled web of secrets and lies to uncover the truth behind this electrifying moment. To understand the gravity of Nicole's actions, we must first rewind to the origins of the Harrington family drama. Ted Harrington, a charismatic yet flawed patriarch, has long been the anchor of his family's legacy. A titan of industry, his name commands respect, but his personal life is a labyrinth of complications. Married to Leslie Harrington, a woman whose beauty is matched only by her cunning, Ted believed he had built a stable, if imperfect, life. Their daughter, Eva, was the light of his world, a bright, ambitious young woman who seemed to embody the best of both her parents. But as Beyond the Gates has taught us time and again, appearances are deceiving, and no truth is safe from the relentless tide of doubt. Leslie Harrington is no stranger to manipulation. Her scheming nature has been a driving force in the show's narrative, leaving a trail of broken trust and shattered relationships in her wake. From secret affairs to corporate power plays, Leslie's ambition knows no bounds. For years, whispers have swirled around her fidelity, with rumors suggesting that Eva might not be Ted's biological daughter. These murmurs, once dismissed as petty gossip, have grown louder in recent seasons, planting seeds of suspicion in the minds of both characters and viewers. Could Leslie have orchestrated a deception so profound that it rewrote the very fabric of their family? And if so, what would it mean for Ted, Eva, and everyone caught in the crossfire? Enter Nicole Dupree, Ted's longtime confidant and a woman whose loyalty to him is matched only by her fierce determination to protect those she loves. Nicole has always been a stabilizing presence in Ted's chaotic world, a beacon of honesty in a sea of deceit. Yet, beneath her calm exterior lies a sharp intellect and an unyielding resolve to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. As Leslie's schemes grew bolder, Nicole's suspicions about Eva's parentage deepened. She began to piece together fragments of conversations, fleeting glances, and inconsistencies in Leslie's stories, forming a hypothesis too explosive to ignore. Eva might not be Ted's daughter at all. The seeds of this dramatic confrontation were sown months ago, in a quiet moment that viewers might have overlooked. During a tense family gathering, Nicole overheard Leslie speaking cryptically to an unknown caller, her voice laced with urgency. "No one can know," Leslie hissed into the phone, her eyes darting nervously around the room. For Nicole, this was the spark that ignited her quest for answers. Determined to protect Ted from yet another of Leslie's betrayals, she embarked on a clandestine investigation, one that would lead her to the very heart of the Harrington family's secrets. Nicole's journey was not without peril. Leslie, ever vigilant, seemed to sense that someone was closing in on her carefully guarded truths. She tightened her grip on Eva, showering her with affection while subtly steering her away from Ted. To the casual observer, Leslie's behavior might have seemed like maternal devotion, but to Nicole, it was a calculated move to maintain control. Undeterred, Nicole pressed on, enlisting the help of a discreet private investigator to dig into Leslie's past. The investigator uncovered tantalizing clues: a mysterious trip Leslie took 9 months before Eva's birth, a series of unexplained payments to an unknown account, and a name, Dr. Marcus Vale, a geneticist with a questionable reputation. Armed with this information, Nicole made a bold decision. She would obtain a new DNA test to settle the question of Eva's parentage once and for all. The logistics were daunting. Obtaining a sample from Eva without arousing suspicion required meticulous planning. Nicole seized her chance during a charity gala, where Eva, radiant in a sapphire gown, left her glass unattended for a fleeting moment. With trembling hands, Nicole collected the glass, her heart pounding as she slipped it into a concealed bag. The sample was sent to a private laboratory, one untainted by Leslie's influence, with strict instructions for confidentiality. As she awaited the results, Nicole grappled with the moral weight of her actions. She knew that exposing the truth could devastate Ted, who adored Eva with a father's unconditional love. It could also fracture Eva's sense of identity, leaving her to question her place in the world. Yet, Nicole believed that the truth, however painful, was the only path to healing. She steeled herself for the consequences, knowing that her friendship with Ted, and perhaps her very safety, hung in the balance. The stage was set for one of Beyond the Gate's most unforgettable scenes. On a crisp Monday morning, Nicole strode into Ted's office, her heels clicking against the polished marble floor with purposeful resolve. Ted, seated behind his imposing mahogany desk, looked up from a stack of documents, his brow furrowing at the sight of her. "Nicole, what's wrong?" he asked, sensing the storm in her eyes. In her hand, Nicole held a manila envelope, its edges slightly creased from her nervous grip. The room seemed to shrink as she stepped forward, the weight of the moment pressing down on them both. "Ted," she began, her voice steady but laced with emotion, "I need to do this. For you. For Eva. For all of us." She placed the envelope on his desk, her fingers lingering on its surface as if reluctant to let go. Ted's gaze darted from Nicole to the envelope, confusion giving way to dread. "What is this?" he demanded, his voice rising. "Nicole, what have you done?" The air crackled with unspoken fears, the kind that lurk in the shadows of every family with secrets. Nicole took a deep breath, her eyes locking with his. "It's a DNA test," she said softly, the words landing like a thunderbolt. "About Eva." The silence that followed was deafening. Ted's face drained of color, his hands clenching into fists as he processed her words. For years, he had buried his doubts about Leslie's fidelity, choosing to believe in the family he had built. Now, Nicole's revelation threatened to unearth those fears, forcing him to confront a truth he had long avoided. "Why?" he whispered, his voice breaking. "Why would you do this without telling me?" Nicole's eyes glistened with unshed tears, but her resolve did not waver. "Because I love you, Ted," she said, her voice raw with honesty. "And because you deserve to know the truth. Leslie has been lying to you for years. I couldn't stand by and let her hurt you anymore." She gestured to the envelope, her hand trembling. "The answers are in there. All you have to do is open it." Ted stared at the envelope as if it were a live grenade, capable of obliterating everything he held dear. His mind raced, replaying moments with Eva, her first steps, her laughter, the way she looked at him with unwavering trust. Could it all have been a lie? And if so, what would it mean for his relationship with his daughter? With Leslie? With himself? As viewers, we are left on the edge of our seats, our hearts pounding in anticipation. Will Ted open the envelope and face the truth, or will he cling to the illusion of his perfect family? If the test confirms that Eva is not his daughter, the fallout will be catastrophic. Leslie's deception would be laid bare, exposing her as the master manipulator she has always been. Ted's trust in her would shatter, potentially ending their marriage and igniting a bitter custody battle over Eva. And poor Eva, caught in the crossfire, would be forced to grapple with a seismic shift in her identity, questioning not only her parentage but her place in the Harrington dynasty. But what if the test proves that Eva is Ted's daughter? The implications are no less dramatic. Nicole's actions, though well-intentioned, could strain her friendship with Ted, who might see her investigation as a betrayal of trust. Leslie, ever the opportunist, could seize the opportunity to paint Nicole as a meddling interloper, further isolating her from the family. And Eva, unaware of the storm brewing around her, might sense the undercurrents of tension, drawing her closer to her mother's web of lies. The brilliance of Beyond the Gates lies in its ability to weave complex emotional tapestries, where every choice has ripple effects that resonate far beyond the initial act. Nicole's decision to pursue the DNA test is not just a plot device, it is a testament to her courage and her unwavering commitment to those she loves. Yet, it also underscores the fragility of truth in a world built on secrets. As the show barrels toward its next episode, viewers are left to ponder the cost of honesty and the price of deception. At its core, this storyline is a meditation on trust, how it is earned, how it is broken, and how it can be rebuilt. Ted's relationship with Leslie has always been a delicate dance of love and suspicion, a partnership built on shaky ground. Nicole's intervention, though invasive, is an act of faith in Ted's ability to face the truth and emerge stronger. Yet, it also raises ethical questions. Does the pursuit of truth justify violating someone's privacy? Is it better to live with a comforting lie than a devastating truth? For Eva, the stakes are even higher. Her identity is the battleground on which this drama unfolds, and the revelation of her parentage could redefine her sense of self. Beyond the Gates has always excelled at portraying the human cost of its twists and turns, and Eva's journey promises to be one of the most poignant yet. Will she emerge as a resilient survivor, or will the weight of her family's secrets crush her spirit? Leslie, meanwhile, remains the wild card in this equation. Her cunning has kept her one step ahead of her adversaries, but Nicole's investigation threatens to unravel her carefully constructed facade. If the DNA test exposes her lies, Leslie will face a reckoning unlike any she has encountered before. Yet, fans of the show know that Leslie is never without a backup plan. Could she have anticipated Nicole's move and planted false evidence to protect her secret? Or will her arrogance prove to be her downfall? As we await the next episode, the tension is palpable. Beyond the Gates has a knack for keeping its audience guessing, and this storyline is no exception. Will Ted muster the courage to open the envelope, or will he delay the inevitable, clinging to the hope that his family is intact? Will Nicole's gamble pay off, or will it cost her everything she holds dear? And what of Eva, the unwitting pawn in this high-stakes game of truth and lies? One thing is certain. The fallout from this moment will reverberate through the Harrington family for seasons to come. Beyond the Gates has once again proven why it is a juggernaut of daytime television, delivering drama that is as emotionally resonant as it is compulsively watchable. As Nicole stands in Ted's office, the envelope between them like a loaded gun, we are reminded that in the world of Beyond the Gates, no secret stays buried forever. So, did Nicole shock Ted with a new DNA test about Eva? The answer, it seems, is a resounding yes. But the true shock lies not in the act itself, but in the chain of events it has set in motion. As the credits roll and the screen fades to black, we are left with a single, burning question: what happens next? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.